preparation here, so just give me a moment.
Yep.
So we do play on the normal difficulty, but as well as one of the settings we change is we change the game speed to faster. So the timers will start once I say go. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It is going.
Okay, the next step.
So hi guys, I am here once again to speedrun Starcraft 2 Heart of the Swarm this time around. Unlike the last run I did, I've actually prepared for this one. So this is going to be a long one. So I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start off with going through the tutorial. So it's just going to teach us how to build a hatchery, how to mine, and how to create attacking units. So basically at this stage of the game, it's just a matter of optimizing everything properly and making sure that I spawn the right amount of units. So throughout this run, there is going to be a few things that we're going to be doing. Specifically, we're going to be doing some bonus objectives because that gives our hero unit, which is Kerrigan.
I need an overlord to morph anything else.
Sorry, I'm not used to the audio on my game. So basically, every time she levels up, she gets new abilities. After she hits certain levels, she gets new abilities, which will be taken advantage of throughout the game. So right now they're teaching us to make an overlord, which just allows us to create more units. So so the next thing they're going to get us to do is to create a spawning pool.
I plan to stop here, but let's take this a little further. Try mutating a drone into a spawning pool.
The spawning pool allows the hatchery to turn larvae into zerglings.
So this, like the tutorial bot just said, we'll be able to turn them into zerglings.
Right?
The larvae being these things. So each hatchery creates larvae, which larvae you could turn into any unit. You could create a drone, which is the mining units I was speaking about earlier. Overlords gives us more supplies to allow us to make more units, kind of like Hausen in other RTS games. And then you have Zerglings, which is going to be our first attacking unit. So I'm going to be making 4 sets of Zerglings because they come in sets of 2. And I'm also going to be taking my miners, also known as drones, and I'm actually going to bring them up to this door because we're not going to be making any more units. This is all the units we'll be making. So what we're going to do is, our objective for this mission is to destroy the unit they just pinged at us. Now, we're also freeing some other Zerglings, which is going to be the rest of the Zerglings we have for this game. Now, the reason why we're taking the drones with us is because the drones are actually tankier than the Zerglings. So they're just there to tank some hits.
Get all personnel out of there. Kerrigan, this is not a game.
It never is with the Zerg.
Zerg, run!
So,
Matt.
go ahead.
And Matt right here, as he's kind of taking it at a slower pace rather than running past everything. He's clearing things out, which makes things a little bit more safe in the long run.
Automated gas defense activated.
Because there is strats where you can bypass some of the units and leave the drones to tank a lot of the hits, but in this case scenario, he's taking it safe.
Yeah. So I'm actually moving my drones ahead here so they can tank a lot of the hits on purpose, and then we just need to destroy this one unit here, and this will actually end the mission. And that's the mission.
that was the mission lab rat.
Yep, so we're moving on to the second mission, which we're just going to be controlling our hero. It's another tutorial. So we'll be taking control over Kerrigan, and they're going to teach us how to use Kerrigan's base abilities. So, the difficulty in this mission is actually not controlling Kerrigan. She's actually the easy part. The difficult part is controlling Jim Raynor, who's our companion for this level. Think of it as an escort mission in many other games. Except he follows you around at a pretty decent rate. However, he sometimes likes to do his own thing. So unlike the last mission, we're actually going to be ignoring a lot of the enemies because it's slower to kill them.
Especially because Jim gets distracted.
Yeah, Jims get distracted. As you see here, I had to kill the unit that Jim was shooting, otherwise he would have just continued.
Insertion teams incoming.
Look up. Where are the Mutations going?
Let them go their way. We'll go ours. I'm hurting.
Now I just used kinetic wave to
It'll take us right to the shuttle bay.
to save Jim there, because he would have took a lot of damage otherwise. And these healing units you see here will actually bring my energy and my HP to full.
Valerian, the main corridor is blocked. Can you open side door A12?
I can. Be ready, though. The Zerg specimens got loose in the attack.
Yes, I can sense them down there, but I don't think I should control them again.
I won't ask you to do that. We'll handle them.
The door will open in 3, 2, 1.
So I'm gonna kinetic or crushing grip those Zerglings because it pretty much brings them to no HP. And I'm gonna let the Marines do the rest as I walk up to the elevator. And that's the easy part of this mission.
On the same page.
This is where things start to get more difficult because now we are on a timer.
They're trying to trap us.
So if Jim decides to go on
We gotta make it through those doors.
his glory ride, then it'll make things difficult. So ideally, the enemies will fight each other
My hair's got more gray in it.
and leave both me and Jim alone. Heal between each room.
Need a recovery terminal.
We made it.
Keep moving.
And the
They're about
reason
to
why
seal the
this
area.
section coming up is going to be the most difficult is because we have an Ultralisk. Usually what they get us to do is...
Let's see how it likes a kinetic blast.
Usually they want us to kinetic blast it and kill it. But we kinetic blast the
Taking a lot of damage
debris.
here.
I'm actually waiting for Jim to catch up so I can
How many
heal.
Zerglings did you make?
Yeah, I may have gone a little overboard.
Destroy the...
Taking a lot of damage here.
Now I shoot the debris twice here as well as
Right.
We made it.
Are you surprised?
and now we're gonna
Keep
take
going.
this
There's only
Ultralisk
one more
and
door between
hopefully
you and the train.
Taking a lot of damage here. To be done. I gotcha.
the idea that he attacks the others, but
I gotcha.
I haven't got that to work yet,
In the next room.
unfortunately.
Looks like a rough fight.
They have caged Zerg in there. We can use this console to set them loose.
So what I'm going to be doing here
we can
is
use
I'm
it to
actually going to
activate the gas
gas the
defenses.
room. Because that kills most of the units in the room, leaving us with just 3. Most people like to Zerg the room because they just get distracted with each other.
Pushing ahead.
But I can
Yes,
easily
did get
just
all-
bypass all this by using a
It evened the
grip
odds.
here and a kinetic blast there.
I'm hurting.
And then another grip there. Jim is not cooperating.
Right. Covering ground. We
Perfect
made it.
example of him
The
getting
tram is about to
distracted.
leave.
Yep.
Jim, we're...
Pushing
So
ahead.
now we're at a small defense
Heading out.
portion.
Right.
There's no way we can speed this up other than just killing the units as quick as possible.
Sweeping. On the same page. Work to be
So
done.
if we have any donations or anything you want to read up on, now would be a good time.
Covering ground. Pushing ahead. On the same page. Sweeping. Work to be done. Right.
The tram's picking up pace. Stay frosty, kids.
You're gonna hear my audio cut out here just temporarily.
Covering ground. Sweeping. On the same page.
Now,
Covering
that
ground.
unit I just kinetic blast is a medevac. Ideally, I want to destroy those as quick as possible because they contain units in them.
Work to be done. Right. Work to be done. Covering ground. Sweeping. On the same page. Covering ground.
Our allies are being attacked.
We're out of the labs. We're exposed out here until we reach the shuttle bay.
Heading out. Right. I gotcha. Work to be done. Heading out. I
Our
gotcha.
allies are being attacked.
Pushing ahead. Sweeping. Work to be done.
And I'm just refilling my energy if I so happen to be
On
at the right
same
spot.
page. Right. Covering ground.
Yeah, this is one of the most straightforward missions.
Sweeping.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Our allies are being attacked.
On the same page. Covering ground. On the same page. Pushing ahead. Right. Work to be done. I can see the bay. We're almost
Medevac.
there.
And
Pushing ahead.
medevac.
Covering ground. Heading out.
Matt, whoever's helping you with commentary, nobody can hear him.
I have him maxed out on frickin' Discord, so I'm turning my game down.
Work to be done.
Good.
I can turn myself up.
Right.
I think I pretty much
I
can.
gotcha.
I have my...
Work to be done.
Am I louder now?
Heading out. On the same page. Covering ground. Sweeping. Right. Pushing ahead. On the same page. Work to be done.
Alright.
Sweeping.
Okay, so I think it's better. So now we have a boss fight here.
Sweeping.
The first boss fight of the game.
Covering ground. Heading out.
So basically, the idea is that these Marines live, which they never do, but we can always hope.
Pushing ahead.
Because what they do is they walk right into this strike.
Pushing ahead. Sweeping.
And if they're close enough...
Good time for a kinetic blast.
So it's just a matter of using the kinetic blast when it's off cooldown.
Covering ground. I gotcha.
Drop pods incoming.
Work to be
And
done.
in this mission, the Marines can be very helpful, but at the same time, they can just
Heading out.
not do anything. And also, the boss has some RNG stuff that you have to... that can make the fight go quicker or go
Yeah.
longer.
Heading out.
I mean, it's a small set of RNG, and luckily it's, on the most part, it's manageable.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of kinetic blasting him when he's off cooldown.
On the same page. Pushing.
So that is the end of that mission.
Okay, it's good to hear that people can actually hear me now.
I also turned my game audio down a bit, so...
Okay.
Okay, so we're coming up on our first non-tutorial mission.
Safety's off. Work to be done. This is okay. Let's see. if I
So
can
what I'm going to be
remember how
doing
do this.
here is I'm just going to be
First thing
taking
I need is
Kerrigan,
spawn.
and
I gotcha.
I'm going to use her to solo the side objective.
They will rejoin us if we can kill the Terran soldiers.
Releasing the Queen, as well as the Zergling.
Right. Pushing ahead. Covering ground. I gotcha.
Come out of hiding, Zergling.
And the first attack wave is about to show up. I don't have access to F2 yet, so...
Hold up in a Zerg base. We're going in. Send reinforcements.
The Dominion found us. They're going to hit us hard.
So clearing that.
I got
Our forces are under
Yeah,
attack.
this mission gives you F2.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Right. Have to build a spawning pool.
Work to be done. Safety's off. Right. Covering. This is Kerrigan. Ready for action. Dominion approaching from the north.
So...
And this mission has a timer,
I hear you.
and obviously you could wait out the timer, but in the speedrun strat, you can, if you destroy all the buildings in this mission, it's finishes the timer
I
quickly.
should make Zerglings from the larva at my hatchery. Safety's off.
You have recovered part of the brood. Rise, my children.
Say again? What is it?
So what I'm doing is I'm using Kerrigan to take down
them from drones.
the bunkers here and drag out these enemies at the same time.
Sweet. Yeah, I hear you.
And then once the bunkers are destroyed, I move my units in.
Pushing it.
We got Zerg.
So ideally what I want to do is I want to surround with the
Safety's off.
Zergling so that
We require more minerals.
it does the max amount of damage. And like Alvin was saying earlier, I'm gonna say a lot, by the way, so get used to that. What Alvin said earlier, basically, instead of waiting out the timer, if we destroy all the buildings, it actually just proceeds on with the mission,
Same page. Covering ground.
because there's no point for sitting around at that point.
The hive cluster is under attack.
This is Kerrigan.
Your brood can harvest Vespene at maximum.
All right, so we just got a $25 anonymous donation that says, "Want to turn up the heat? Let's burn. Naturally, you got it. Slamming, slamming. You got it. Let's burn. Slamming."
Safety's off.
And we just relieved the last set.
Of my Zerglings, the brood grows stronger.
Okay, this is awkward. I'm about to lose a hatchery, so I'm just gonna build something here. And just so that I don't lose efficiency.
Forces are under attack.
And then that should clear that out.
Safety's off.
I'm gonna take Kerrigan and start shooting at that.
Spawn more overlords.
On the same page. Safety's off.
I'm gonna split this up in two groups real quick.
Pushing ahead.
I'm gonna send this group to clear down here so that our Zerglings doesn't get slaughtered.
What is it? Pushing ahead.
We require more minerals.
Work to be done.
And then we need to clear up here. Because if I don't, then they're just gonna get pulled and deal more damage later anyways.
Pushing ahead. What is it? Work to be done.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to pull back here, unfortunately. And take a minute to recoup on troops.
On.
We require more minerals.
Heading out.
We require more minerals.
Covering ground. Pushing ahead.
Now, these units you see here are called queens. What they're able to do is they're able to place creep tumors as well as heal units when they're on a cooldown. Now, ideally, you don't want the queens healing the zerglings because they're low HP enemies to begin with.
Work to be done. Sweeping.
But it's inevitable because they auto-heal. And now it's just a matter of clearing these buildings as quick as possible.
Pushing ahead. Heading out. Right. Sweeping. Safety's off.
Well, the creep effect that the queens have is not as important in this mission. It becomes much more important later on.
Covering ground. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I just cleared the all the buildings. So now the game's like, oh, well, I guess there's no more attack units on the enemy side. So let's send it over. So now our queen ally here is sending us a bunch of units to help us destroy the cannon. So I'm just going to charge all my units and destroy the cannon. And sorry if you can hear my game, I just unplugged my headset. There we go. So now we're going to be moving on to our next planet, which is Char. And there's going to be a few things we can see. So we have the evolution pit, which allows us to select a upgrade for the units, as well as later on we'll be doing our evolution missions out of that area as well. But I'm just going to quickly select the speed boost for the zerglings, and then I will go into the next mission. If you want to take over here temporarily.
Push ahead.
For this one?
Banelines, yeah.
Okay. So in this one, he has to take out, he has to correct all 100 eggs as well as deal with the Zagara, which is the ultimate goal for this mission. Throughout, he has to travel on the map and just collect these different eggs as well as these baneling nests. The banelings are the suicide type unit. They deal massive damage and they're quite helpful here. He's going to leads up into Zagara here and quickly destroys her with the baneling. Sorry, I am a little bit behind because stream delay.
Yeah. And I already messed up. I forgot to recall the other units I had.
We found several infested Terran structures nearby. They seem to
well, I can take over real quick then. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm trying to collect 100 eggs as quick as possible on a predetermined route. Unfortunately, like I said, I forgot to call my other units, so Kerrigan didn't have enough defense for her to be able to properly. So I'm just gonna build up my base then a little bit because I will be a bit behind.
Now I just have to get them before Zagara.
Defeat me 1,000 times, and I will always return.
Okay. Now the Zerglings are able to morph into the banelings.
The swarm hungers. Out with it.
here, so yeah.
Get going.
You can take over if you have anything else.
This world is mine. Nothing stands in
I
my
mean,
way.
If you want to talk about the bonus objectives again.
Let's get
Oh
this over
yeah,
with.
the bonus objectives.
Get going. Have my attention.
We destroyed one of the
Yeah, if
infested
he destroying, he's going for the bonus objectives because as
Get going.
Matt did state early on, he needs to obtain levels for Kerrigan. As Kerrigan
What
gets
is it
levels, she
now?
becomes more powerful and unlocks
one.
abilities. Her level 50 ability,
have
where
met
it
the
starts
enemy in
to,
combat.
where it reduces the cost
There's not much time.
for her all of her
My
moves,
queen, if you
is
want
very
more
important
drones,
later
you can
on.
gather minerals faster.
As a mission will involve casting abilities rapidly, and he needs to have them at as low as cost possible.
Nothing stands in my way.
And
Push ahead. Get going.
So yeah,
once
we
he go,
oh,
go ahead.
we have it I have certain objectives routed out in each mission for that
The swarm
purpose.
never rests. You have my attention. Halfway there.
Once he collects all 100 eggs, he'll get a massive force
There's not much time.
to finish off both Zagara and her
I
base.
sense more eggs.
And that's where
Here.
this mission will ultimately
Nothing
take him.
stands in my way. Push ahead.
And in this one, you get both bonus objectives, right?
Yes.
This world is mine.
Your extractors require 3 drones to harvest Vespine at maximum efficiency.
There are multiple pathings for bonus objectives. If I remember correctly, Matt is going for the late 50,
Yeah.
which makes a couple missions a little bit more difficult, but it is not too detrimental.
Now another thing you may have just noticed is every time I level up, I get full HP and I get full energy.
With all available forces.
This could be used strategically in certain missions.
Yeah.
I feel stronger.
There is still time for me to stop you.
Push ahead.
And we're coming just right up here at the end where he collects the 100 eggs.
You have my attention. Get going.
I'm also live on Discord now if you want less delay.
Okay.
This world is mine.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Let's get this over with. Yes?
I don't think you're live on Discord.
The swarm never rests.
I should be.
It's fine. Focus on the mission.
Control so many.
So ideally I want to destroy all the buildings as quick as possible.
And the Banelings made quick work of it.
Our forces are under attack.
And that's the mission. So I'm going to step in and I'm going to swap one of Kerrigan's abilities as well as get the corrosive acid on the Banelings, which basically doubles the damage on the unit that it impacts on. Which is going to become handy throughout a few missions here.
Yes.
Speak quick. You have my attention. Swarm hungers.
My queen, General Warfield has called in a Gorgon. It is headed for our...
So I'm going to be taking Kerrigan here, and I'm going to get her to clear out
Warfield can't deploy
some units while I start moving my creep over.
Only needs one.
So creep has multiple effects. In this mission in particular, it activates these scourge nests, as well as it speeds up allied units, or any Zerg units, I should say.
There's not much time. asked you?
So I'm gonna bait these enemies out.
It's over with. Nothing stands. What is it? Push ahead.
And
You
then
have my attention.
I'm going to...
This world is mine.
Basically, we're going to be spreading this creep up to the third Scourge Nets. Now, they're calling in reinforcements here.
I may want to keep you near the front lines to spawn creep tumors.
So once again, move up, destroy the nest, pull units, and attack.
Yeah. The thing we don't see too much throughout this mission is those Scourge nests are destroying battle cruisers, the Gorgons that are spawned. Right now, how he's spreading the creep, it's an effective strategy for the first few Scourge nests, but later on it doesn't help. So he'll be doing using a drone to create a hatchery, and then using the small moment of a creep spawning there after destroying it, and place a use his queen to put the creep tumors there instead. It's quicker than waiting for everything to spread.
You have my attention. This world is mine. Get this over with. There's not much time. The swarm never rests.
Your extractors require 3 drones to harvest Vespene at maximum efficiency.
2 down. There's more coming. Spread the creep.
So here is going to be the first example of that. So basically I'm just going to do that. I'm going to get the drone to move out of the way, and I place a creep tumor.
Call in another Gorgon.
So ideally, we want to spread the creep as quick as possible.
Yes?
Now, one of the reasons why we grab the fast-moving Zerglings and not the ability where it increases damage is because the Zerglings are better used for, like, reinforcements than they are for anything else. And another thing I'll be doing throughout this mission is I'm actually going to get these guys to come back because I don't have any defenses.
You have my attention. Push ahead. Get going.
So in this mission, I'm going to be grabbing 2 out of the 3 bonus objectives.
Out with it.
Our forces should avoid the Gorgon. Only a Scourge nest can destroy it.
Who asked you? Yes?
This is not good.
Get going.
Okay. This is awkward.
This planet to me, Warfield.
I need another queen.
Never, Kerrigan.
Uh-oh.
General Warfield called in another Gorgon, my queen.
Lots of bones in that trench. All Zerg. You'll join them soon enough.
The swarm never rests.
Well, I can still work on clearing up to the next 2 Scourge Nests.
Let's get this over with.
It's just without queens, it's...
You have to do the spread tactic, which takes too long.
Nothing stands in my way.
Yep, so...
Hungers. Get going. There's not much time.
Yeah, I want more lanes for that one.
You have my attention.
Yeah, even though he has to spend the time spawning a queen, it's quicker than waiting for the creep to spread.
To the last one at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, this is timing.
Another Gorgon! You'll pay for this, Kerrigan. Get another Gorgon into the fight.
Gotta love simultaneous attack waves.
The swarm never rests. Let's get this over with. Who asked you?
So, we just need to do this one. And you need to not instantly cancel, you need the creep to actually form. Otherwise, you won't be able to place a creep tumor. So I'm just waiting for Zergling reinforcements.
There's not much time.
Get a strike team to that
to get mostly there.
The Zerg activated.
Another Gorgon down. Keep it up. Awaken more Scourge nests.
I claimed this planet in the name of the Terran Dominion. I'm not gonna lose it.
Oh, I think you are. This is your last Gorgon.
So while these guys are clearing up here, I'm actually gonna get Kerrigan to go pick up the second bonus objective for one more level.
Get going.
And we are gonna hit the last Scourge nest.
Simple as that.
That's a Gorgon, by the way.
The thing we don't see throughout the whole mission. We saw it at one point, but
yeah. Okay, so we are gonna actually be doing our first evolution mission.
Ooh. First deviation.
So basically we're going to the evolution pit.
Zerglings.
Now usually we do everything with the base units, but it does change a few things throughout the run, as well as I have a backup strat for one mission just in case it doesn't go well, which is mighty convenient for. So the first type of Zergling evolution we'll be seeing is the Raptor Zerglings, which they have the ability to jump up walls and they charge
To close on enemy. Scales cliffs.
into the enemy. Now I'm going to be taking some Zerglings here and sending them directly to this tank because it does splash damage. Just makes things go a bit quicker when you have more of them.
Outpost destroyed. Next strain ready for testing.
So the other type of Zergling we have access to is
Swarmling strain.
the Swarmling strain.
3 from single egg.
Now, the one I'll actually be selecting is the Raptor strain. Mainly because even though the Swarmling strain does create Zerglings faster and more of them, it actually eats up 2 supply instead of 1. So it's highly inefficient in the end. I love the Thor voice in this game. So this is the first evolution mission.
Dead. Swarmling test concluded. Must prepare sequences for swarm integration.
Just have to wait for audio.
To evolution pit.
Yeah, and these are, as stated before, are not usually in the speedrun themselves.
Yeah. As well as on top of being able to dash at the enemies, it also increases their damage. So, and yeah, and it's just a more valuable unit. So now we're going to be doing one of the more inconsistent levels.
Yep.
I am not looking forward to this mission.
Old soldiers.
Yep.
Mission considered by most speedrunners to be the most inconsistent mission in this entire thing.
So basically, we're given a bunch of units, and we need to clear it out.
We have met
the
the
fact that
enemy.
you have raptors could go a little bit faster.
Yep.
Repel the Zerg assault. Don't budge an inch.
So now I'm going to take Kerrigan, who is running a bit behind, and she's going to take these units, and I might as well just play it safe and clear out these units.
Incoming Zerg! Get the wounded to the evac ships! I am sending more Zerg to you, my queen. May they be useful in your attack.
Yeah, this mission has two parts to it. This initial assault, and then you get the second army for the second assault.
We saved you.
The more damage he can do here makes the second assault easier.
Who asked you? Nothing stands in my way. Let's get this over with.
Ghost teams Bravo and Delta, open fire.
We're running out of time.
Wipe them out, men. These bugs will never take charge.
The swarm never rests.
Now, due to the wrappers, this is the furthest I've actually ever made it.
Going.
It's nice to get some initial damage off.
Time for the nuclear op.
So now all our units just got nuked.
What is it now? Yes? Let's get this over with.
This is the second army.
Get going.
So the reason why this we say this is highly inconsistent is because of this section here.
You have my attention.
I honestly have no idea what makes them decide to spawn an attack wave.
There's not much time.
Some people said that the 8.5 minute mark after the first attack wave's the safest, but other people say it's not. So
I'll destroy them if I get the chance, Zagara.
I'm just destroying these while I wait to kill some time, while I wait for the rest of my units to catch up.
Nothing stands in my way. Push ahead.
You can spawn more overlords to increase your supply.
Quickly.
And at this point, are you going to be changing some of your raptors into
The swarm never rests.
your Zerglings into biolings?
After
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna keep.
You're gonna stick with the raptors?
Yeah, I don't have a Baneling nest, so.
You just went straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked though.
The raptor lanes make that mission so much easier.
Oh my god! That was, very different.
Yeah, I usually struggle at that mission. So that's going to be the end of Char. So we have our third tier of abilities. I don't know why I clicked on the Baneling, but we have our Baneling evolution mission now. So we're going to do this real quick. We'll have a loading screen. PJ beat me to it.
Functional essence. Prime Mitoscarab near.
So this strand allows our banelings to split when they explode. So, for example, if we march our banelings...
Splits into two smaller creatures upon...
Yeah, do we have a second to get through some stuff?
Yep.
It's been a while, so just so you guys know, it's in the chat, but don't forget every donation that you guys, well, I guess anything that you donate, let's say, is going to Right Love in Our Arms. To Right Love in Our Arms is a non-profit movement dedicated to presenting hope, finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. It exists to encourage, inform, inspire, and also invest directly into treatment and recovery. And as we all know, this year has been particularly difficult, so your money is definitely going to a good cause. All that money is going through the Tiltify integration, which means that we never touch it. So there's no middleman. You don't have to worry about where your money is going because it is going directly to the charity, and then to Right Love in Our Arms is going to allocate it to where it is needed most. We don't have any new donations or anything like that. Don't forget, we're pretty much at the finish line here. We're coming through here. We have plenty more of StarCraft 2. I can tell you that. But this is the last day. We will be wrapping up here in a couple of hours. It has been crazy. We are at $3,258.69. That is all because of you guys, because of this community. You have been crazy supportive this weekend. It's been unreal. Thank you guys so much. So if you do want to donate, I don't think there's really any incentives or any polls left, but don't worry. That money is going to an amazing charity, an amazing cause. Please feel free to do that. And if you can't donate because this year has been crazy, we totally understand that too. Spending some time here, getting the word out about the charity, getting the word out about this community and what we're trying to do is just as important, and we appreciate that, as well as we hopefully turn this into an annual event and make it bigger and bigger as we go on. So thank you guys. Matt, thank you to the runners. Matt is a huge component of this event in the background as well. So not only does he run, but he handles a lot of stuff on the back end of things, which is huge. So all the runners, everyone that's been here this weekend, everyone that's donated, of course, Meta, who spearheads this thing, all of it. Thank you to everyone. It's been amazing. I can't be alone in saying that I believe that this weekend was, beyond our wildest dreams. So we're coming to the end here, but thank you guys so much. And plenty more StarCraft 2 coming at you.
Okay, so just to explain what happened real quick while he was explaining things. Raptor banelings, we did not choose them. We just continued with the splitter banelings. That's basically... the splitter banelings end up dealing more DPS. The Raptor banelings, we have no use for them at all. So, yeah. If you want to take over for this mission.
Waking the Ancients.
Yes? Who asked you?
So with Waking the Ancients, Matt here has to take down the quill boars and collect their organic biomass. The biomass is then given to
There's not much time.
core that has to be fed to the ancient one. He's currently he's getting all the boars together so it's quicker, and going to harvest them all at once. Most of the time, this mission is nice and will be consistent with, because as he starts collecting the boars, enemies will start attacking. But at times, the attacks will come in random directions and mess up the whole process.
Get going. This world is mine.
Because the drones will be defenseless once they start harvesting.
Push ahead.
In this mission, do you pick up 2 or 3 of the bonuses here?
2.
2 of them.
Nothing stands in
So
my
you'll be
way.
picking up 2 bonuses, getting 2 more levels for Kerrigan.
There's not much time.
Right now, he's just gathering up more of the boars together.
You have have my attention. Get going.
I'm also picking up gas because I'm not making my drones mine gas because of the, well, all except for one, because if I got my drones to mine gas, then that'd be taken away from minerals, and I only make 3 to 4 more drones in this mission, and 4 of them are out on the map, so
yeah, he's limited in the supply department with drones.
and I'm actually going to be taking this drone off of gas because I had to pull 1 drone from the mineral field.
So because he's harvesting so much at once, this is where the attacks start coming in.
Primal Zerg forces
And they send waves
Our drone must be protected.
based on the amount he's
was
harvesting.
going to be a challenge.
Except for the very first one.
Harvest
Yeah.
successful. The biomass is in transit to the Ancient One.
I'm actually going to get you to go back on B.
Out with it. Get going.
Okay, it seems like I'm not getting any more attack waves, so let's go collect the first bonus objective.
We must move quickly if we are to secure their biomass.
Push
Yeah,
ahead.
he's just gotta get to these pools and then he gets a level.
Speak. I'm sensing something primal nearby, but it's small.
But yeah, the
Primal essence pool. Strong
he needs
sequences.
what, 3 more
Approach.
4s coming up here.
Essence will augment strength.
Yeah, these next set of boars are usually where the attacks, where we've seen the attacks get a little random from different directions than usual, but
I feel stronger. This must be the power
hopefully the RNG is with us.
My queen.
Hi, friend.
If you morph more drones, you can gather minerals faster.
He's going to be one of our allies later on. He just shows up a little early there.
At maximum efficiency.
Push ahead. The swarm never rests. Out with it. Let's get this over with. There's not much time.
Yeah, he's bringing the drones down so that they're ready for the
Nothing stands in
harvesting.
my way. This world is mine. The swarm never rests.
If I,
All right, guys, we got a $20 donation that just came in from VT Senator 802 that says, "Get her done." Thank you so much for that donation, buddy.
Our drone is
Ooh, that's close.
We should provide escorts so it can return the biomass
Damn it.
safely.
Stupid Zerglings.
Out with it. Push
Yeah,
ahead.
That one was just unfortunate.
Yeah.
There's not much
There was a
time.
lot of units that came in right at
swarm
that
never
moment.
rests.
But
Let's get this over with. There's not
that
much
happens
time.
with this mission.
Let's get this over with. This world is mine.
It won't be too
Get
much
going.
of a detriment, but
Nothing
it's
stands
definitely
in
not
my
the best.
Push ahead.
I thought I just saw
Nothing
them there.
stands
Yeah.
in my way.
We require more Vespine gas.
Okay.
Nothing stands in the way of the swarm. We're almost done here.
Once all
We have
the
met the enemy in combat.
We
the
should
components.
defend our
That didn't go as planned.
spine crawlers are excellent defenses for our hives.
Oh, did you lose Kerrigan there? Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh well. Not the end of the world.
So if you lose Kerrigan there, are you gonna have to? Are you gonna be waiting to go get that pool, or are you gonna try to pick up a level somewhere else?
I'm going to be picking up a level elsewhere.
Yeah.
I do have a backup spot in mind already, so...
We have to stop them.
But right here, now that he's gotten all of the parts done and given to the ancient, Brask will be now respawning, and you'll have to take care of him.
Yeah. So one thing I actually have to keep an eye out for is to make sure my Mutalisks are not bunched up like they are right now. because what's his face that you just named? Yeah, Brask does AoE damage to air units. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to select all. I'm actually going to move. And then once the Mutalisks are on top, I will A-click. So they're not grouped up together, not taking all AoE damage.
Yep. There we go, Brask is down. That is waking the... That's the end of waking the agent, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Now here comes the longest mission in the game.
Yep. Because this mission is legitimately just protecting Kerrigan while she transforms into her primal form.
Okay, so lore-wise, basically what happened is Jim Rader, her husband, or lover, or whatever you want to call him, is, at the beginning of the game, he got captured by Nova, who is a ghost, and, stuff.
Here they come.
So, basically what Kerrigan's doing is she's trying to revenge her lover by killing Minx, because he's the one who went after. So he's the main antagonist of this campaign. So what she's doing right now is she's trying to get her old form back as the Queen of Blades.
Your path is clear.
So basically what she's doing is she's becoming a primal version of her past self. So by doing that, she's attracting the attentions of all the primal Zerg on this world. And so we're going to be attacked by two different Zerg factions. Yeah, Zagara.
Luckily, they will distract.
Yeah. I literally used the swarm hosts for one wave, and that's it.
Yeah. Luckily, the two factions will at times get distracted with each other as they start squabbling with each other, but they ultimately start to focus Kerrigan near the end.
To attack the hive cluster.
Actually, one of the factions falls.
Right.
So I just have my mutas over there, clearing out as many units as they can, because they have no anti-air for the first wave. So they're just cleaning up. Basically, a lot of this mission is just going to be putting my mutas at the right place at the right time and making sure that Kerrigan doesn't die. So if you have anything else you want to talk about. Oh, I'm also killing off my swarm hosts here because they're absolutely useless now.
Matt discussed with me that they just get targeted too much, so he's gonna have his queen just killing them.
Yeah.
And you just for most of this, basically this mission, you almost only use mutilings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. One, just out of curiosity, because I don't know when all of these come in. When's the next mutation mission?
The next mutation mission is going to be the Mutalisk one, coming in at some point within the next few missions.
Okay. I'm just curious. I don't know the whole mutation mission setup here.
Well, we're screwed.
What?
Oh. No, never mind. Looks like they're going to be fighting each other.
Oh! Perfect timing.
Convenient.
I was like, oh no. How did we screwed? I was like, how did this happen so fast? This is usually the mission that goes well, isn't it?
Yeah.
primal Zerg factions have engaged each other.
Let them kill
Yeah,
each
you even
other.
did this one
Our focus is protecting the chrysalis.
autonomously at one point.
Yeah, I learned. Usually what happens, what you can do is you can make yourself about 50 mutilas and go take a shit if you need to. That's how AFK you can go.
You'll not wake. My pack will feast upon your essence.
13, 14, 15, and 16.
There's not a lot to talk about.
I forgot to do it again.
What did you forget to do?
I forgot to give the Mutalister a healing upgrade. It's not the end of the world. I have a backup strat for that.
You can still give it to them now, or do you have to wait?
I have to wait till the end of the mission.
Oh no. Oh right, yeah. Ooh.
It's not the end of the world. Like I said, I have a backup strat.
Are you gonna be putting queens?
Yep,
Or...
exactly.
Okay. Alright. I was like, that was the only thing I could think of, is you're gonna spawn queens for the Mutalists to work with.
So I'm just building as many overlords as I can to get to 200 supply max, and they're gonna go sit in a cloud.
So they're perfectly safe. Nobody hurts them.
Let's put the queens in the hero slot. Why not? I'm also upgrading the attack damage of my mutas.
Fair enough. Probably for the best.
Primal essence collecting within pool. Can use spawn many locusts to defend.
Is that what you usually do in this mission?
Yeah. It just kills things faster.
I mean, they're definitely going to need it now that they don't have their healing upgrade.
I'm just going to show this off. I'm going to spawn locusts. You just get this massive swarm.
Yeah. And you get to use that every 2 minutes, so...
Yep. And it doesn't slow anything down.
I guess that will definitely be helpful with the lack of healing.
Yeah.
They can just kind of take a little bit of the brunt of the force early on.
Actually, I believe the next wave is down here.
Where they try to take open the pass?
Yeah. Nope.
No?
Nope. I guess it's 2 waves from now. So yeah, it's literally just going back and forth. If you have anything you want to read out, PGA, now would be an amazing time for that.
Sure. I don't have anything new, but again, guys, thank you so much for your generosity over the past 3 days. It has been ridiculous. Again, all of that money going to Right Love in Our Arms. I will put that link in the chat. I won't bore you. I don't want to say bore. That's not the right way to put it, but I won't overdo it with the explanation of what they do, but they do some amazing work. So we'll touch upon that again. I'll put that in the chat. But don't worry, all of that is going, any donations coming through, go through that Tiltify integration, going straight to Right Love in Our Arms, which means that the charity gets 100% of that money immediately. There's no middleman, so you don't have to worry about that. They're going to allocate it to where it is needed most. Yeah, I mean, it's to touch upon what has happened this weekend. It has been unreal. I mean, to turn it into a kind of remote event, if you will, due to the happenings in the world, and to have the turnout that the community has had, it's been unreal. So again, thank you to the community, thank you to the runners, thank you Matt, thank you Meta, Andrea, everyone that's helped. I don't want to forget anyone. I know Meta's got a bunch of friends over there helping as well. It's been unreal. It really has. It's been an amazing 3 days. It's been a tiring 3 days, but it has so been worth it. So it's all because of you guys, the community. So thank you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. Again, we're closing in on the finish line. We do have a couple more hours left, but we're closing in here. $3,278.69 is an unreal amount of money. Something that we never would have thought would have been possible, especially this year. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you.
Okay, so they're currently sending a panzer attack, so I'm just going to split my mutas and send them to attack each side.
I love that this mission's bonus objective, like, it makes it sound like it's going to be difficult, but it's almost a joke.
Mutas make it easy.
Yeah. Man, I do want to talk about something. Well, we didn't discuss it too much. One of your strats that you've been using, whenever you go into Kerrigan's tree,
oh,
you quit
yeah.
out every time, because there's this animation that occurs every time Kerrigan unlocks another level of her skills. By quitting out immediately, you remove the animation.
Yeah, that's just like subconscious at this point for me.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because it is part of the strat for the speedrun. So
yeah. Oh, and every once in a blue moon they send flyers as well.
And that's why you have the defensive.
I'm actually going to send a couple queens as well, just for convenience.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
And let's see if I hit 100,000 minerals.
You're trying to go for 100,000 minerals. You know, with what, 10 minutes? How much time we got left in this?
1040.
1040, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, the AFK strat for this is literally you split up your mutas into 2 packs and you just sit them at the 2 entrances where they spawn, and you can go AFK for roughly about until the 5-minute mark in this mission.
That's when things start to get a little bit more dicey.
Hectic. Yeah. When you're doing this run, we were just talking about random stuff, and it's one of those things where it's like you don't realize how long this mission is. Yeah.
God, this one just destroys everything. Oh no, doesn't exist.
We should morph units that can attack flying units. Morphing mutalisks or queens will allow us to destroy the enemy's flyers.
Yes, that queen's really low, but they're going to join the pack of queens. They're going to go join the dance squad, so they'll get healed no problem.
What? Oh my, wait a second. I did not realize how you had that many queens. Oh my.
Yeah, you start to find ways to entertain yourself when it comes to this mission. Because it's literally just a 20-minute sit here and wait. Well, less than 20 minutes because you're on faster game speed and it also affects the timer. But you're still sitting here for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, just setting up a dance squad.
The primal Zerg are destroying
Well, at least the
rocks
queens
near
will be
the
here to help
chrysalis.
defend.
Yep. Let's send a few more.
A little more. You said you were trying to reach 10,000?
Yes.
You're almost there.
I know.
The chrysalis opens. Our queen is close to waking.
Okay. Enough joking around. I just got the cue for
the final attack.
But before we do that real quick, since I took all this time to set it up.
Dance.
Anyways.
Have broken through the barricade. Defend
and the reason why I didn't send mutas right away to destroy these guys is because I wanted them to break that open. It just makes things smooth flower near the end. So this is going to be the last attack we get from blue.
After this, they are...
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces. The primals are attacking the chrysalis.
Primal essence abundant, ready to spawn locusts.
Now, I'm actually down here on purpose this time, because I'm actually cleaning up the rest of the red enemies, because otherwise they're all just gonna march on top onto my base.
My pack is strong. We claim essence. We devour. The broken
because these blue enemies will disappear after
their essence. Kill.
Yandra's forces are gathering. They are converging upon the hive cluster.
And last blue Hydra. Okay, Queen Dance Squad, you have one mission. Stick with the mutas.
Will they keep up?
No, it's not like they're going far.
Oh, you're just gonna keep them surrounded around Kerrigan?
Yeah.
We also spawn locusts if you wanted to. But...
Yeah. Set them into patrol so that if they don't have an attack target, they go back to the center and not just wherever they're standing. And set the queens to hold position.
Defend the chrysalis. The swarm will prevail. Mineral field depleted.
So yeah, this section just becomes a lot cleaner because the mutas have +2 attack, which they deal 11 damage per shot. Aren't you supposed to be on hold position?
He just got dragged.
So that's the end of the very long and boring defense mission, which I still don't have an achievement for, but just ignore that.
Shh. You don't see that. Don't forget to give the Muta the upgrade.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now before I forget. It's basically Mutas rapidly heal outside of combat. So this mission is the first mission that we get Primal Kerrigan. So it's tutorial time again.
It is time.
So they're going to teach us her new moveset. Unfortunately, she does not have a dance animation.
My queen, reform power.
So we get new abilities as well as faster regeneration.
New offensive ability, psionic shift.
And we will be getting a few level ups here. This is where I'm going to be getting the backup level.
Yeah.
So they give us roaches here to control. However, I'm just going to burrow them because I don't need them with me.
Since most of this is just kind of getting through the area, he's saving them for the boss.
Yeah. So when I get to the boss, what ends up happening is they just teleport.
No time like the present. The swarm more roaches.
So as you see here, all my roaches are back. So ideally what I want to do is I want to kill the big eggs. I might kill most of the small eggs as well. Just because it makes things a tad easier and more safe. So he usually shoots twice and then digs. People say he's RNG, but honestly, the only RNG is if he shoots once or twice. I find that usually after he gets to a certain HP, he just does that attack.
Yeah.
So I only lost one roach there, which is not a big deal because they will replace that roach right here. If all my roaches were to survive, then I wouldn't get any roaches. Now, the reason why it's important to burrow them and not just leave them is because if I get far away enough from the enemies, they might switch aggro and go after my surviving units. Now here's where I'm actually getting the backup level. I usually just skip that one, but it's the quickest backup level that's out there for me to grab, so.
Our conquest continues. We adapt.
And if we would have lost any units, we would have got more here, but we didn't lose any units, so. So I'm just going to ignore this attack completely, because it deals no damage to everything. And he's going to charge towards the door and spawn some enemies. And I'm just going to make sure to mend. Now, I'm also going to do a quick little manipulation here. And just keep them towards the door. And that's that fight. Now, if you're playing this casually, I highly recommend, even if you're not speedrunning, to leave your units behind. Because these units coming up that you're diving through are banelings. And it's extremely difficult to keep your units alive. And they will not replace your units if you lose any here. So it's just safer to leave them at home and bring Kerrigan alone. Not only top, but there's a bunch of Ultralisk-like units.
I am the swarm. No time like the
So we have another donation that just came in. $5 from Tyson Run says, gotta get one last donation in. Surprised there wasn't a dad joke in there, but Tyson, thank you so much for the generosity.
Retribution will be mine. Grow, children. Grow.
And right there, with the fact that this is the third boss, he waited for a moment to bring all of the units in because of how many of the banelings that are sitting there.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm trying to keep my allies alive as much as possible, but I'm not too concerned if they die at this point. Because basically what's about to happen is the final boss of this mission is going to be, drumroll please, the Ancient.
What is it this time?
And they replace every single unit you've lost this mission, so... Basically the idea is I just want to keep my units outside of the tentacles if possible. Heal them when I can. Every once in a while he's going to spit out his own Zerg. Which I will have to take out as quick as possible because those Zerg units do deal a lot of damage. But luckily for me, I managed to get no spawns as well as yeah. Well, actually he started to shoot lightning, but it was early, like first frame.
But yeah, that was a really good run with him.
It's time
Yeah.
the swarm returned to the Kapulu sector.
My queen, your
So Kerrigan now has
power
new
level
abilities.
has increased. A new tier
So
of
I'll be
ability.
switching up the abilities, and yeah.
We must.
Now, we're gonna go to Keldier. We have to actually finish cleaning up that mission. So we'll do that real quick.
Nafash,
Actually, I think I could do the no, it's just dialogue. Stop pinging me. No, I think it's a Roach then the Muta, now thinking about it.
Yeah, I think Roach gets the revolution in this mission.
Yeah. No, we get Roaches this mission, we do the next mission, and Roaches get their evolution.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Kerrigan alone, because once again, it's quicker.
I have to find an Ursadon matriarch and get her essence.
this Zerg is feral. It is not under the control of any higher entity.
What is it this time? Another feral roach. Something is very wrong.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Is near.
I just have to find an Ursadon matriarch.
And I'm going to spawn Banelings here. And we're going to freeze up.
The flash freeze has arrived. Your troops are frozen.
These Ursadon, led by Matriarch, strong essence. Once local essence assimilated, Swarm will resist flash freeze.
Flash freeze storm is fading.
Essence assimilated. Swarm resistant to flash freeze.
Excellent. And now I can sense Nefash's hive cluster
That
nearby.
just made him immune to ever being deep
Roaches able to
frosted.
burrow.
Yeah, so that won't happen to me again.
Nefash's brood. The Protoss must have wiped them out. I'll awaken this hive cluster for the swarm. Retribution.
So basically what I'm going to be doing here...
Speak.
You're not on the right hotkey.
Additional matriarch essence nearby. If collected, Swarm can become more efficient in flash freeze.
I do like an efficient swarm.
Yeah, this is
If I have a chance,
not good.
I will hunt down some matriarchs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, That's unfortunate. Just means I will be holding off a little bit and using the mainline strat for this. Because I don't have healing at the moment. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm building up Zerglings to...
Boldly. We are without limit.
Protoss approaching.
Because not only we get frozen during the flash freeze, but also the Protoss here.
Flash freeze approaching. The Protoss will be vulnerable until it passes.
The Protoss are defenseless. Attack now.
So I'm gonna send 2 waves of Zerglings to the last 2 bonus objectives to clear those out as quick as possible. And I'm going to grab this bonus objective.
The last 2 main objectives?
Yeah.
Visibility during flash freeze increased.
And the Zerglings should quickly take this out.
Especially since they're raptors.
Yeah, and the Raptors were able to get to the bottom one a lot quicker as well, so they took them out around the same time.
You have unselected a...
Yeah, figured. I'm just double checking every mission. So we just hit level 35, so we get twin drone ability, which allows us to spawn 2 drones instead of 1. So this one has interesting strats as well, if you want to explain them.
This is the Overlord one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kerrigan has the ability to hop over walls, but she needs to see the location in the first place, so Matt's going to be taking an Overlord with him on this mission. What he's going to do is position the Overlord so that it's just able to highlight a part of the hill so that he can jump over.
It is time.
This also gets him right next to one of the launch bays and able to destroy it right off the bat.
Not if I have anything to say about it. We will bring down that shuttle.
Now, because I have Raptor Zerglings, I'm actually going for a slight variation of my strategy.
Are you going to be bringing them along with you?
No, I just need to remember where it is. Here it is.
Are you going to be doing the bonus objective here?
Warning, your forces are approaching the enemy's base.
So, if I'm correct, you're going to prep it so you finish that bonus objective finishes just after you complete the second bay, right?
Roughly, yeah.
It is time.
Thus giving you full heal.
Did it a little too early. Not the end of the world.
Forces are nearing the enemy's base.
You know, you were really low on health to begin with, so
yeah,
it helps in the end.
My queen, the Protoss were gathering biological
But yeah, that just gives him the full heal, so you can continue on to get to the 3rd launch bay.
We'll destroy the chambers and take the biomass if we can.
Another Protoss launch bay has been destroyed.
And with the Baneling upgrade, it just confirms the kill easily.
Good.
Oh, right.
So that's the end of that mission.
No problems there.
I've been known to accidentally not finish off one of the launch pads and having to go back and clear it again. So this mission is a unique one. So you control a larva to begin with.
Oh, enemy within.
Yeah.
see the title to begin with, so I wasn't sure what mission we were on.
What was that noise?
So basically, you get to play as a larva to begin with.
All right, he's gone. A sentry. Hide in the steam vents
It's
until it
almost
passes.
like a stealth mission in the beginning.
Yep.
Freeze detected. Priority 1 established. All other priorities rescinded.
Fun random fact, this is also the only larva that you get to see turn into a queen.
Invade the Ursidon and crush them. So the
I would
Protoss
like
think they
to
have
point
a
out
few
that on
infested
several
animals.
occasions, Matt has popped out of that vent a little too early.
Yes. Yeah, and get this entry on me.
The time has come for you to grow into a brood mother.
So this larva is going to turn into a brood mother.
Stop here. This area is safe from prying eyes. Evolve. Grow.
So we turn into a queen.
Now, are you going to be... You have both the bioling and the upgrade and the
raptor.
Raptor upgrade.
Spawn a brood.
I'm actually going to be taking advantage mostly of the Baneling upgrade.
Yeah.
I live to
I was just curious because you've been using in a lot of situations where you would usually use the Baneling, you were switched to Raptor. So I was just curious if you're going to stick with Raptors are going to go into the Banelings.
Yeah, this time around I'll be
Too large to enter these vents, but my Zerglings will make it through.
using Banelings.
That
Yeah.
structure powers the shield. The shield no longer blocks my path. Let us move forward.
That's the upside of doing Char before this, because
Yeah.
you get Banelings for this mission.
What is its purpose?
Because if you do this world before Char, you do not get the Banelings.
Time has
Yeah.
come. Without question, guide my brood.
So I'm actually going to send a mix of raptors and banelings here.
You found their warp drive. Destroy it, and this vessel will never reach Shakuras.
The shield is down. I'll destroy the warp
They're
drive
both
myself.
really good in this right now because of the fact that you have both of their upgrades. So
You will not hold back the swarm.
So
just morph them into Banelings right in front.
Yep.
All right, fair enough.
it's if I let the sentries out, they will block the entrance and just slow it down. So it's better if I just morph them in front.
Yeah, keeping them there.
This vessel will burn. We yearn for the kill.
Exterminate the specimens. Do not allow the Zerg to consume them.
Kill their warriors.
Okay, so I'm going to send some banelings early into the other room.
It's time to evolve.
Get those
and
chambers
expand your
open.
control
Yep, to start
over your
getting-
brood, Neadra.
Without question.
I'm going to collect some essence here. Now, I'm not going to collect everything in both these rooms.
That's not necessary.
Yeah. There's more than enough essence. Yeah, this went poorly. I didn't send enough banelings at first.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh well, we get a few checkpoints throughout this.
How may I? The hunt. As you desire. For the swarm.
As Neadra does need to survive here,
Yeah.
that was the end of the mission.
I'm actually gonna sneak that one more essence. I forgot to evolve her a lot sooner as well.
Oh, you did not. That's right.
Yeah.
Expand your control over
That
your
was why
root
she. I was like,
matter.
she doesn't seem to be doing anything. I didn't realize you skipped out on that evolution that way. And despite not having any banelings here in the beginning, the raptorlings are doing quite the work.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Do not let them kill the Arsadon. We obey.
And I also get a Kerrigan level for taking over that Ursadon.
We have Protoss to destroy.
And the Ursadon is just a heavy hitter, so it's quite worth going in there and picking it up.
Guide my brood. The Protoss are fortifying the bridge. Prepare your
I am 5 short. Cool. Snag that. Because I want to be max level.
The final battle approaches.
Because what I want to do before I go in is turn all these into banelings.
We yearn for the kill.
The ship has taken us as far as it can. Prepare the escape pods.
Destroy the pods before they launch. The Protoss must not reach Shakuras.
Strike now. We must buy our brother's time.
This is a very epic example. Like, God, these evolutions, like, even though they're avoided because they're not always the best thing, doing the evolutions makes these missions so
We will never be defeated. We give our lives for the Kala.
Focus the Zerglings. And I'm just gonna let the Zerglings deal with everything else. She does have to be in that position at the end of the mission, otherwise the mission will not end.
because of the cutscene right there.
Yeah. So now we have the Roach Evolution mission. For real this time.
Now we finally have it. Does this mission help at all? Is this mission gonna help with the next one? I can't remember what you run with Infested.
Now, what I'm going to be doing is the 2 roaches we get here. The first one is going to slow enemies as well as slow their attack speed as well as their movement speed. Wait, no, that's the other one. This one, basically, every time it kills an enemy, creates a mini roach, which kind of acts like a Zergling to a certain extent.
Let the roachlings attack the enemy first.
Situation. Which one will you be picking?
So basically, the roachlings is kind of like Zerglings, except they spawn from these roaches. Now, these are the roaches I'm actually going to be going with, because they will make a couple missions I do a little bit easier.
The ones that spawn. Those are the ones you're going to go with?
Yeah. I did give the other one a try and a run, and it just had no use for them.
No use, alright.
In a casual playthrough, when I'm not trying to beat every level as quick as possible, I would take these guys because they're actually really strong. It's just the other one, because I barely use roaches in the end, except for like 1 or 2 other missions. It's better off to just... It's just better off taking the other roaches, because at least that way I'm saving money by not making zerglings. And could put it elsewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna focus down this. And while they clean up, I'm just gonna have... I'm gonna keep 1 roach on the other one because it just keeps the attack speed lowered. And clean up these. Unfortunately, the roaches don't have a dance animation.
Eliminated. Must prepare sequences. Returning to evolution pit. Sequences. Evolution complete.
So that's the roach evolution mission. So real quick, I'm going to take tunneling claws for the roaches. That'll be explained later on why I'm taking that over any other practical ability. So we are going to be going to Dominion Space.
Alright.
To hack the...
So this mission's also another unique mission where we don't play a Zerg.
Communications online. Make it so. Keep your eyes open.
We play as the Terran. We get to control the Hyperion and the Hyperion alone. I swear this isn't a MOBA.
Sensors are showing the location of Mira Station now. We might as well get started.
Nice and easy.
Nice. Those short jumps are good for getting out of danger, too. Mira's got a fighter patrol nearby. Too many for our main guns to take on all at once. But we can launch a sortie of our own
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Go through with the Hyperion taking out enemies. And later on we'll start to see crystals that can be used to upgrade said Hyperion.
If we grab it, I can instantly repair the Hyperion and replace lost TAC fighters.
So in this first part, I need to make sure I kill every single unit, otherwise the mission will not progress. So that's... Excuse me. That's why I'm not rushing forward.
Mineral fields. We can harvest these for more resources.
Get those minerals and I can upgrade the Hyperion.
So we'll just shoot that down real quick. And then we
Sensors show dense clusters of minerals nearby.
grab these minerals.
Confirmed. Bring her around. Keep your eyes open. Course laid in. Coordinates locked.
And that's just going to put us barely to level up.
Calmorian operations nearby. They've got some tough defenses. And they've got a capital-class ship. We could always bypass them. They might have some valuable resources or equipment.
And we're actually going to get the level right here.
Oh, Matthew, I hate it when we fight.
Do you two have some kind of strange history? Don't encourage her.
I'm a huge fan of the dialogue in this mission.
Major damage. All frames report breaches.
And there's a lot more characters in here.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Let's keep pushing forward.
Matthew, that was very rude. Fully automated bases are quite expensive.
I got rather close there.
Make it so. Coordinates locked. Make it so. Course laid in.
And send those off.
Course laid in. Nice and easy. Got a bead on it. Easy thrusters. Confirmed. Keep your eyes open. Bring her around. Confirmed. Coordinates locked. Make it so. Coordinates locked. Course laid in.
So it's just a matter of making sure I destroy these starports and just work on progressing through the mission. So I'm destroying this side, and I'm gonna let my allies do some of the damage here while I pick up the rest of the minerals.
Your forces are under attack.
Level, yeah.
Hey, the Hyperion's even stronger now.
So this is the level that I'm actually gonna be sticking on. I'm not gonna go any higher, even though I can, because it's just slower to take the last level. Even though it would maximize our DPS, it's just not worth the detour.
We're winning. Keep moving forward.
So I'm actually standing in a bad spot on purpose, where I'm taking a lot of damage, because there's a repair just up here.
When have you ever made anything easy on me?
It lets his allies kinda... It soaks up some of the damage that the allies last time there.
Yeah. I also just got a random repair drop, so that's nice.
Oh, RNG is on your side.
And there's another.
RNG is really on your side.
Yeah. And then let's grab this repair.
That a random one too?
Yep.
They really made this next part a lot easier for you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna trigger the major area. I just need to make sure that I dodge the mines that it likes to drop out on me. Which I can easily do with just a jump. But that's the entire mission.
Yeah.
So this mission gives us the Mutalisk upgrade, evolution upgrade, as well as might as well be an auto-scroller.
Infested mission? Oh yeah.
What is it?
The hell was that?
The swarm conquers all.
It's the alarm.
The platform retracted. We're going around. Our conquest continues. This world is mine.
Brave soldiers of the Dominion. This craft is under attack.
So literally all I really need to do is select all army and attack move.
What is it this time?
And this is the one mission where the roach upgrade really comes in handy, because it adds more units and kills them quicker than what I had before.
Not to mention, at certain points, as he gets through this mission, he doesn't have to worry too much about losing units, because at certain points they'll just resupply him with any unit he lost.
Yeah.
As well as bring more.
But in this particular mission, even though they do resupply your units, these mini roaches will give you more than what you're supposed to have.
You're going to have to break through.
Yeah.
My swarm.
I only have
Guard me
2.
while I take care of this.
Surviving Zerglings.
The swarm answers your call.
Yeah, they just deployed all the others right there.
Stop her now.
So basically, I'm just taking these banelings and I'm putting them where the next wave is going to be. And then I select my entire army, I move it to this one.
Heavy weapons are moving
These
in.
banelings make it really easy just to wipe out.
Minions, defend our queen.
Zerglings have returned.
And then I'm going to wait till they walk over there. And then I'm going to use the Zerglings to kill off this wave. Or most of it, I should say.
Yeah, even though the Zerglings are stronger, they do not have nearly enough powers to finish off
the Thor, yeah.
Security station near you holds the ship's prisoner log.
Okay, so this part,
We'll figure out the rest after Jim's
it doesn't matter how many units I lose.
They'll all come back.
If I implant virophages here, the infested will tear into those.
And he doesn't have to stop to fight these enemies because they are locked in the defensive position, so he can just kind of rush past that first part.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
So they just replaced all units, and Kerrigan cooldowns get reset by this cutscene for some reason.
Swarm conquers all.
Are we gonna argue with it?
What is it this time?
Do have to make sure I kill these turrets because they do are considered enemies.
If you don't, then you'll just sit there forever.
Yep.
I am the swarm.
Fire, you idiot!
No time.
I'm just gonna make sure I kill this Thor as quick as possible.
Speak.
Oh, screw this! Run!
This is there is a time limit on here, but
Where do we go? The whole side of the
it
ship
really
is gone.
isn't much of a problem.
Yeah. It's a suggestive time limit. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to spawn banelings and just send them off ahead here.
Get to the escape pods! Go! Go! Go!
This is the prison deck. There aren't any escape pods.
Those are the split banelings as well, so they do extra damage.
Yeah. So it just gets rid of some units a bit quicker. And it also props this fight to start a little bit quicker. Spawn banelings, kill reapers, ignore these guys.
Yeah, more defensive position units. And another unit.
And once again.
This is it! If we go down, we taking these ugly critters with us!
And that's the end of this mission.
Zagara, have the Leviathan stabilize this section of the ship.
So now we have the Mutalist evolution mission, or Swarm Host, sorry. Why did I think it was Mutas?
Swarm Host, a unit you don't use.
Yeah.
This will
So
be one of the upgrades you don't use.
might not use.
True, right.
Eliminate to proceed.
Just in case one of the things goes wrong, I do have a backup. So, one thing I learned is that in this mission in particular, I let the locust spawn, and then I moved my swarm hosts into their next position.
Alright.
Because one round of locusts will do the trick. So I'm just going to make sure they just focus down.
Locust capable of flight.
Begin the assault.
Flying locust.
Root here and lay waste to the nuclear silo.
Terran ground forces interfering. Utilize carrion strain. Aerial superiority.
One silo down. Move forward. We're going after
I'm gonna have to send in another wave.
All for 1 unit.
Yep. And then send the final wave of locusts and make sure they attack the right thing.
Nuclear silos destroyed. Swarm invasion will continue unhindered. Preparing for next test.
And then
Planet Ignis.
once again, same deal. We have to kill something.
Begin the attack.
And speed strats, the one wave of locusts will do the trick.
I think the more surprising thing would be if you didn't have a kill spot.
Worm organism tunneled into crust. Escaped to new location. Hunt down.
And then I don't need to move the swarm host again because they have an interesting ability.
Essence collected. Spinning trait into swarm host strand. Creeper strain. Tunnels through planet's crust. Appears at location of choice. Hatchery under attack. Swarm hosts must deep tunnel. Defend hive cluster.
They just tunnel through? Oh.
Yep, so these swarm hosts can teleport pretty much anywhere that has creep.
How about them?
Secondary hive cluster under attack. Defend.
And while you won't be using the swarm host all that much, which one are you going to end up going with?
I'm going to end up going with this one because I might be able to squeeze out another use for the swarm hosts.
I'm guessing this is probably going to be used during the bio launcher.
Hive clusters
yes.
defended successfully.
Right.
Dominion dead. Must prepare swarm host sequences for integration. Returning to evolution pit. Sequences ready for new strain.
So I'll be going with that strain of swarm host. And then I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm just making sure it's the right one. Yeah, okay. So this will allow them to properly burrow.
We are picking up a
So now we're going to Stygear Station. Stygear Station?
Stygear Station, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Which has some interesting strats. So I'm going to make sure that she has all the right abilities. She does. No, she doesn't. We'll be swapping to the healing ability. So this mission, we get the infestors. I do have a backup strat for this mission. If I can't get it within a couple tries. It isn't the easiest thing to do. On a late 50.
This is the mission where early 50 makes it significantly easier. But
control of that banshee.
Even without it, it's not too much of a problem.
So we get to meet one of my favorite characters in the game, Stukov.
An infestor is out of energy. consume Zerg units, including the infested Terrans, to regain energy.
And real quick, this is just a reminder that while we are closing in on the end of the marathon, donations are still open for the great cause that is To Right Love Honor Arms. They're a nonprofit dedicated to providing hope and help to those in need suffering from depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. In these trying times, those resources are vital for thousands and thousands, probably more than thousands upon people who are in crisis, and To Right Love Honor Arms provides the support that they desperately need. Every cent goes directly to the charity through the Tiltify integration. We never touch any of it, so you never have to worry about where your money is going. And again, I'd like to thank every runner, every person who stopped by to watch, every person who's donated, every person who shared the word, talked to a relative, talked to a friend. This wouldn't have been possible without each and every one of you.
Minsk will suffer. There are more garrisons nearby. Infest them, and our swarm will grow.
The Dominion uses these facilities to conduct research on live Zerg. If you place a creep tumor here, you can infest them and steal biomass held within.
So I am making overlords here because I'm going to be taking advantage of the jump ability again. And I sent...
And this is where if he only had... if he had level 50, he could possibly do this without the extra 2 overlords, but with the out level 50 and being able to burst heal more often.
Yo, Giant Grant Games is raiding with a party of 246.
Nice.
Nice.
That can't be right. That can't be right.
That is. Oh wow.
Nice. Welcome.
Welcome.
The carriers have arrived.
Heckin' heck. Wow.
Wow.
How are you? And your community, welcome, guys. Thank you so much. Wow.
If you want to run through the charity again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So you gotta
do this evolution mission.
HOTS world record holder. Thank you so much. Again, this is Dogpound Expo 2020. We are raising money for To Right Love Honor Arms. They are a non-profit dedicated to providing hope and finding help to those struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. They exist to encourage, inform, inspire, and also to invest directly into the treatment and recovery. This year, obviously, it's more important than ever, given the state of the world, to provide those resources for those in need, and To Right Love Honor Arms does so directly. All proceeds that you donate through the !donate link go directly to the charity through the Tiltify integration. We never see or touch any of it, so you never have to worry about where your money is going. And once again, thank you so much, Giant Grant Games, for that raid. We have I4 Matthew here doing, as you can see, Starcraft 2.
Yeah.
Our second to last run of the day. So if you want to get those donations in for a great cause, go ahead and get them in now.
Yeah. So I did see a couple people questioning the fact that I'm doing an evolution mission right now. This was actually one of the incentives for the run to do all the evolution missions. So that's why I'm currently doing the Hydroless evolution mission.
And thank you to everybody who has dropped follows so far. Naughty, Tiffy, Vlad, Shazar, and Paint in My Eye. Thank you so much for those follows. And hope you guys are all having a fantastic day here today.
Okay, so we're currently doing the first evolution mission for the Hydralisks. I can actually reach those siege tanks from behind the rock, so I'll kill those quick as possible.
Barricade destroyed.
And And then...
That missile turret can detect our impalers while burrowed. Take it out first.
And then Giant Grant Games is saying if you morph lurkers faster, the game will scan for your hydras. See you have 0 because you have eggs, and drop 5 more hydras for you for 10 total impalers.
I did not know that. This was literally a last-minute route-in for me, so... I've been learning this for the last few weeks there, so I'm still a rookie at this.
Yep, you picked this up. Did you pick this up just for this marathon, or have you been thinking about running it for a while?
I've been thinking about running it for a while, ever since I've actually seen Giant Grant's gaming YouTube video on it. When he went for the world record the first time. So I was thinking about it, and then I saw the marathon was going on, so I'm like, you know what, I'll pick it up for the marathon.
It's commendable. This is a long game. I do not have that kind of dedication and determination.
Possible. Surviving lurker dens discovered.
Yep, so currently on hour 2, and now we have the lurkers.
The lurker den isn't far. Move out.
Right, it's down here.
The feral Zerg have sensed us. Burrow, quickly.
Lurker attacks many foes while burrowed. Effective against light enemies.
So yeah.
More feral Zerg. Burrow quickly and attack.
So basically, we're just burrowing as close as we can to get the extra pox shots before they move. Now we need to do a very quick defense mission.
Destination reached. Broodmother Kilisa inbound to extract essence. Overlords en route.
I sense the feral Zerg moving. They're attacking from the south. Defend the lurker den. Another wave incoming. Keep them off the lurker den.
So I put those right where they spawn, and then I'm just going to move these two as close as I can up here. So basically the difference between the two lurkers is that the one targets one unit but deals heavy amount of damage. The other lurker is, or the impaler I should say, is the heavy damage. The lurker deals a lot more damage to a lot of units, and they're better for dealing with a lot of light units. Now I'm going to be going with the impaler because of personal preference. I like the impaler for the last mission in this on the station.
Indignant Dragon also says that impalers also have a longer range.
That is correct. So...
End of darkness.
Yep, this is the mission I'm the most nervous for.
Bum bum bum.
Okay. Let's not forget the roach warrant. Let's send you down here. Put Kerrigan on hot. Put her.
Eliminate that hybrid before its attack kills you.
Bring it down now.
So what makes this mission so scary?
It's not that it's scary, but it's more about just staying consistent.
Our conquest continues.
Because, Noah, please.
There's a lot of small mistakes that small things that can occur throughout this mission, such as different units not going in on engaging the hybrids throughout the mission, or enemies just being dumb and dying early on, or if in like this case scenario where he's going to be releasing one of his own units, if there's more of the Terran units, is it?
Yeah.
If there's one of them shows up to the hybrid, they will cause this unit to enter stasis permanently by the hybrid and cause that to die.
Paint in my eye says, for the final hybrid, watch for a vortex animation to find the right one, by the way. It makes it a faster takedown.
Yeah, that's something I've picked up from practicing this level.
Retribution will be mine.
One less hybrid. The swarm now controls
Let's make
the
sure
section
that...
of the lab.
My queen, if you morph more drones, you can gather minerals.
This mission just has a lot of small things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Terran units not coming to attack the hybrid, or the hybrids not switching to the Terrans and continuing to follow you, it can go many a way.
Now, I like to drop this hybrid shield all the way down just to be on the safe side.
Require 3 drones to harvest Vespine at
It just makes things more comfortable for me. And of course, I get cock blocked in my route out. Oh well.
The Dominion force is moving on the high plaza.
And then,
detecting 2 hybrid signatures. They are in close
and then send
proximity.
you about here, there, hold position.
Psionically.
You cannot fight the inevitable.
Okay.
And on top of that, if something does go wrong in this mission, where in other missions you could wait it out and get ready, because the hybrids are being let out without them all being brought down before the next one is released, he has a timer until Kerrigan gets drained. Her life gets drained, and that ends the mission. That's a fail.
Yeah.
So, unless everything goes correctly, it can go wrong really quick.
Let's drag these Reapers with me.
Warning, another hybrid is attacking you.
You surprise me. But you still have no hope.
I don't hold the world record. The person who hosted this holds the world record.
Yeah. Yep. Giant Grant Games holds the world record.
Yep.
Matt's pretty new to the run, right?
Yes. I've been running this for, what, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And that's his mission.
Retribution will be mine.
That went really.
So yeah, that's the mission that makes me the most nervous.
Now it's out of the way.
Okay. I forgot to check. Yes, there is an evolution mission. This time it is the Mutalist. For real this time.
We finally get the Mutalist mission.
Yep. So...
Kill Broodlords. Recover essence.
So for some reason in the campaign they decided, hey, let's make the Mutalist evolve. I'm not sure.
Also, I'm very new to this game, but are you in space?
Yes.
Mutalisks can morph into Broodlords.
That Broodlord was early.
The bit of Starcraft 2 that I have played in my spare time, I have never left the land, so I was very confused.
Yeah, well, have you played any of the campaign at all, or?
A couple Terran missions early.
Yeah, so most of the campaign, some of the campaign missions are in space. Now, let's not.
Who's your favorite of the races?
My personal preference is the Zerg. That is why I'm not. Sorry.
I don't know why. I've always, since the first one, liked the Protoss. I had no particular reason in gameplay wise. Just I always liked the aesthetic choices that were made for their race and their troops.
So they send reinforcements if I lose all my Broodlords, so I charge in at this point.
Yeah, it seems that these brood lords are like tanky, but are much slower.
Yeah, they spawn units. And now we have the Vipers.
Viper, strategic asset. Abducts targets. Pulls to its location. Usable on ally or foe.
Move across the river and pull our aberrations to the other side.
Siege tanks detected. Use Vipers. Pull into range of aberrations.
What this tells me is there is a insanely large amount of this game that I have never seen.
Yeah, Zerg's my personal favorite. It's my go-to. Protoss is my second.
Emits disabling cloud.
I have, back in the day when I used to play Starcraft 2 competitively, Protoss was one of my friends played a lot of Protoss, so I ended up learning that as well.
Only their final defenses remain.
So I can somewhat play Protoss. And blinding cloud for days. Blinding cloud just makes it so the enemies can't see anything. Now, unfortunately, this one for sure I'm more than likely not going to use.
Must prepare Mutalisk morph. Returning to evolution bit.
Yeah. I do agree with that. But I'm just gonna go with the Broodlords in case I do decide to use them on the one mission I drawing a blank on.
What I know about the Protoss pain in my eyes is that they can make their troops, I think, either build or teleport to pylons or something like that.
Yep. Their gateways can teleport units to within pylon range.
Well, there you go.
What is it this time?
So, this mission is going to be the most Dragon Ball Z you're going to see in this game. So, we're actually not going to be playing as Kerrigan this game. As you probably just saw, I just hotkeyed Stukov to my number 2, even though it didn't stick. Start by making some drones. Send one of them to gas.
The end is at hand. The first temple is located here. Now, let's go destroy it.
Be quick about it. The null zone is pushing toward me.
So,
we require more minerals.
I'm not sure how Harry Potter versus Voldemort applies to this scenario.
Because it's two beams of energy are being shot between Kerrigan and...
yeah, that's why I said Dragon Ball Z, because that's...
Yeah. So yeah, it could be very Harry Potter, Harry Potter-esque, or it could be Dragon Ball Z-esque, depending on.
So who has no nose? Is that Matt or is that the enemy?
The enemy is a transforming monster, so, or transforming god, I should say, or godlike creature. Oh no, I'm rusty on my Starcraft lore. So, as you guys probably just saw, I'm building a Hydralisk den. Because I'm actually going to be using a lot more Hydras than I will be. Or Impalers, I should say.
Going to be using more Hydras than Ultras.
Yeah. If I was playing base, no evolution missions, I'd actually be building Queens right now.
Like RuPaul?
Yep. Exactly, RuPaul. That's exactly where we're going with.
Okay, this is a little bit risky, but I'm still gonna do it anyways.
Risk it for the biscuit.
For me, it's risky anyways, but it seems to have gone extremely well.
Yeah, it's going well right now.
Stukov, why are you not on hockey too?
He doesn't like hockey too, okay?
Apparently
They're desperately
not.
trying to construct more pylons.
Yes, their energy is
More pylons.
I know one meme.
If time permits, we will find them and destroy them.
We require construction of additional pylons.
Also, whatever that thing is that you keep clicking on or that keeps talking in the game, looks a lot like a Black Ops Zombies zombie.
Starcraft?
Whoever is selected right now, the general looking bro.
Yeah.
Stukov.
Stukov is an infested.
Yep.
Stukov, fuck.
That's a meta question.
Yes, I will go through some of them here. I'll go through some of the notable ones because we are winding down here today. This and then GoldenEye 007, a Mario reskin hack is our final run. Let's see, Sonic 06, all stories in 8% by Focusite, who's actually the world record holder. We had Super Mario 64, DuckTales and DuckTales Remastered. A bunch of different Mario Kaizo hacks by me. We've had so many different Super Metroids. Monster Hunter World Xeno% with add-ons by Jal Bagel, the world record holder. We have Bomberman Act 0, Star Wars Rogue Squadron 3, Super Mario Maker 2, Tetris Effect, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, Celeste, of course, for given the charity that we're raising money for. That's a given. Let's see, Super Monkey Ball, Robot Wants It All. This, of course, Super Metroid RBO was really cool, and that's some of the highlights.
Xeno% would be getting to Xeno'jiva at Monster Hunter World.
It's very long run. It's what was that? 4 hours and 30 minutes. I unfortunately would not be the person to ask for that, just because I am not as familiar. Jal Bagel, however, is the runner and the world record holder. Definitely give them a follow. This is the second year that they've run for Dog Pound Expo, so that's pretty awesome.
That's some unfortunate timing on my part. I misclicked. Rip.
And so, for the people who remain, probably said earlier, Dog Pound Expo is, well, I mean, this year it's all remote. Last year it was a combination, and going forward it will obviously be a combination of remote and in-person runs. Almost everybody is allowed and accepted into as long as you can complete the runs. The Dog Pound is a community based on acceptance, and as of our inaugural event last year, our motto is everybody should love everybody regardless of everybody. So we are all part of the community here. We do a lot of different things together, including this, which is a yearly event planned to be every single year, the first weekend in December, to fall right between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Some of us have been together for forever. Matt, I've, 4 years? Three and a half, 4 years?
4 years, yeah.
Somewhere in that range. I mean, in that the support that everyone's shown for Dog Pound Expo has been insane. At some point, if it continues to do well, we do plan to rent out venues and do things like that. But currently, The plans for next year are to hold it in here in my house in Michigan for those who wish to attend in person, and then obviously we'll still accept remote runners. And just a reminder to everybody watching again, because I like to read this every so often, we are raising money for To Write Love on Our Arms. If you don't know that charity, they are a non-profit movement dedicated to sending hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. They exist to encourage, inform, inspire, and also invest directly into treatment and recovery. You can find them at twloha.com. TWLOHA.com. You can also see that description here as well. And if any of you guys feel like donating to the charity as we close out this event to see how far we can push it, I'll put that link in chat as well. Just make sure you donate. We'll get that if you decide you'd like to later. And thank you guys all so much for just being here. Even just sitting here watching the stream, supporting the charity. I know there's a lot of people, myself included, who struggle with it. Even just seeing you guys here is just, it really shows that we've come a long way as a society from where we started with. We're still not quite there yet, but there's a lot less stigma around mental health issues than there used to be. I personally suffer from anxiety and depression, among a few other things, and resources like To Write Love on Our Arms really can make all the difference in the world. Also, thank you to everybody who has followed the channel.
You're welcome.
My queen.
Yes, you are welcome.
You have...
Okay, so I just hit Kerrigan level 50. For those of you who actually know the Starcraft 2 speedrun, would be wondering why I'm hitting level 50 so late. And this is what I call late level 50. Because I didn't follow the route properly, ever. So... So why would I do that? It's no fun in that.
This is challenging. You had to set yourself an extra challenge here to overcome.
Okay.
So next year, Meta, we got to do this, but with Age of Empires.
Yes, if there's an Age of Empires that we can learn, I'm down. I'm on board.
I don't think you can co-op the campaign, but there's definitely a campaign.
You can raise the campaign.
Just have it be, instead of being a speed run, have it be a knockdown drag out between you and me, one-on-one, and just absolutely get hostile.
Nobody wants to see that. It'd be 2 hours of us just building 80 barriers of walls.
There's got to be like a mode or a setting or something you can do to force aggressive tactics.
To answer your question, Rich and Ward, it's a customized route from the main route that I do know about. So, but...
No, I think he was just agreeing with you. He was saying you made your own route.
You made your own custom route.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it was a question or not, so that's why.
Yeah, in this mission, it can mess you over a little bit, but
you know
with the unit upgrades, you should be fine.
I don't know, Keel. PGA is definitely better than me, but I feel like I've been closing the gap lately. I feel like I'd at least put up a fight.
Yeah, if you want to see that, you just need to go to www.onlyfans.com/metadog.
Or just watch anytime we play Warzone and you rake up like 12 kills and I get like 1.
Keel boss that knows what's up in the zone.
Yup.
The bio launcher is about to land. It will be vulnerable for a short period.
So I'm going to use a unit that doesn't get to see any love.
I don't think I could fit 50 sliders inside of me.
Yeah, not with that attitude.
What is it that your queen listens? What is it? It is time. Retribution.
That high.
So I'm going to build some swarm hosts.
Is destroying most of our bio
Because why not?
in orbit.
I mean, in this situation, because of the fact that you do have the upgrades, the Swarm Host is really nice in this situation.
Yeah. There is one small caveat that the Terran does scan in this mission, so that will get it slightly annoying. But, I mean, why not?
Keel, come down with PGA next year for DPX in person, and we'll set an incentive for you, me, and him to down 50 sliders in one sitting.
It'll be like the Nathan's Hot Dog Championship.
Let's do it.
every DPX is gonna be
Bloodcast.
Yeah, we got to get them to sponsor. It's for charity. Be like, look, we don't need any of your money. We just need 150 sliders.
Yeah, like that's like what, $12 in materials for you guys?
Yeah, right. 150 sliders.
What publicity they've ever gotten?
What's that cost you guys for real? Like $20? Come on.
Keel says he's not eating any sliders.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Give him a side of Russian
he'll
standard.
Get a money paid for $1,000 donation incentive.
Oh, let's go! Home of the money fade.
Let's do it.
DPX 2021. You are living in the town that is home to the money fade, so everyone knows what that is.
Exactly. You got to get that money fade.
Okay.
The next
Focus are
battle
just
launcher
getting
is
mauled.
breaking through Korhal's defenses.
Poor children.
So this mission is just a massive defense mission. There is one small little thing that it's ideal to do. I completely forgot they create creep around them.
Yeah, they created some creep over there for you.
These gates lead to the Terran capital. Destroy them, and my brood can enter Augustgrad.
Good thinking. I'll break the gates open if I have time.
It's under attack.
So let's not get melee upgrades.
So, what draws you personally to the Zerg?
Me, it's the quick, the swarmy aspect of it, as well as like how fast-paced gameplay can be.
No, Matt just really hates Buzz Lightyear.
Our conquest continues.
What? I'm so confused by that comment.
I'm a bit confused by that comment as well, to be honest.
Zerg is the name of the villain that's against Buzz Lightyear.
Oh.
Thank you.
Emperor
it was an
Zerg.
awful joke, an awful reach, but someone got it, so I regret nothing.
There you go.
Emperor
Hey, as long
Zerg.
as one person's happy, you don't have to regret it. That's how I live my life.
Yep. Just ask my ex-wife.
Aww.
Guys, it's been such a long weekend. I'm sorry.
It has been.
I'm so tired.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Yeah, you made me. I gotta run next because you're a wiener.
Yeah, dude, you think that I have been awake every second of DPX. I've been within a minute, not a minute, like within, I don't know, 10-second reach of the computer.
No, I get it. I'm with you. Oh, well, not today was the only exception.
Yeah.
You made me after the debacle that was the Little Mermaid. I
Oh boy.
took a big nap of shame.
I literally have no memory. The last thing I remember is, you know, the part in the Super Metroid, like after you kill Ridley, it's got the rising acid lava, and then you got those 3 key hunters that are vertically that you can phase through with the plasma.
Yeah, 3 Musketeers, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if those were 3 Musketeers or if it was the ones where you do that cluster bomb.
No, I think the one you're talking about is 3 Musketeers, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost like maybe you shouldn't schedule a drunk percent run at 10 a.m. on a Sunday.
That's the last thing no, that's why Andrea took over after that. It was planned. I recovered fine, but that's the last thing I remember of that run.
I did not. I had to like, it was like a 30-minute break of me going downstairs, crying on the couch, and then coming back up and being like, well, time to run again. And then after that being like, that went awfully, and then I just laid on my bed for like 4 hours. I'm so glad I have nothing to do tomorrow because I'm just going to go into a coma.
Unfortunately, I have to still take care of Arya every hour. Not an hour. But after Andrea gets back, I'm going to sleep tomorrow at like 6, and I'll wake up on Tuesday before I have to work. I took Monday off because I knew there was no way I was going to be even mildly functional.
Guys, thanks for sticking around, by the way. We appreciate that. I know most of you are here for the Starcraft anyways, but, you know, maybe that is like high energy, but we kind of just explained that. It's just been, you know, we're coming to the tail end of this amazing weekend. I don't want to complain about it like it's the worst thing, because it's not, you know, I am exhausted, but it's when you see what we've done, yeah, it's amazing. It's been beyond my, you know, expectation, but like my wildest expectations for what this could have been. So,
I mean, thanks for
sticking around, and thanks for, you know, it's not all about just the donations. You know, this year's been crazy, so obviously not everyone can donate anyways. But you know, if you're here, you like what's going on. You know, hopefully you stick around and become a part of the community. As Meta said, this is something that we are going to try and do every single year. So if you guys run anything, you know, certainly keep an eye out on that. You know, join Meta's Discord, the Dog Pound, all that kind of stuff. We'd love to have you. We're very inclusive, very welcoming.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of StarCraft 2 categories. We have like 15 Super Metroid categories, so do not fear about submitting multiple categories of the same game. We do accept multiple categories of the same game. We accept anything, whether you don't have to be a top runner, you don't have to be middle of the pack. You can just barely know how to do the run. I mean, we started Saturday. What was that?
I said cough me.
Yeah. Well, I was actually gonna say we started the day Saturday with somebody who doesn't who has not run Super Metroid very long, runs a very conservative route, but put their own spin on it. Every single room that they went through, they told one dad joke, and it was one of the most fun runs that we've had this entire weekend. So the Dog Pound's all about being inclusive and just hanging out with a bunch of friends, having a good time. And once a year we come together for 3 days, 3 long but glorious days to raise money for charity.
We may accept like multiple runs of the same game, but there's only ever going to be one dad joke % in any game. I swear to God. I swear to God. I don't care who does it. I don't care, but it's not going to be a thing. I'm not going to sit there and listen.
6 dad joke runs?
Yeah, no, it ain't happening. Can't do it.
We just have an extra day. We like start on Thursday instead, and Thursday is just dad joke runs.
God, no. Then that's fine. That's my day off. I'm not watching it. I'm not helping. I'm not.
Dad joke run. Absolutely.
Well, I will be downloading the VODs after this, so.
If a child is born, if your first child is born prematurely, is that speedrunning being a father?
No. I'm not running anymore. I'm out later. I'm done with all of you.
I officially drop out. Oh my God, Meta.
Alright. Event a dad joke act.
Matt, how's it going?
That'll be the summer event, Dad Joke Expo.
Yeah, have fun running. Have fun running that on your own. I don't care if it's for charity. I want no part of it.
How's the run going, Matt?
I'm just defending bio launchers with swarm hosts and I've decided I'm going to make some Brood Lords because I need to show every unit some love at least once.
Brood Lords, Brood Lords.
Except for the
there
Ultras.
a unit that you can sacrifice to make the other units to make it a bigger unit or something like that?
That's in the Protoss.
No, I thought it was the Zerg. They like eat things or something. I don't know.
Or are you talking about the Infectors? Because the Infectors can eat Zerg. Zerg.
I don't know. I just remember playing multiplayer with somebody, and they were the Zerg, and they had this one beast that just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. What was that?
Kerrigan just died.
Oh no!
Why did you go all the way over there? Oh well.
She wanted to go on an adventure, okay?
I made that so I can make...
Kerrigan ran into Rorschach.
Oh no.
This wasn't a match.
Oh no.
Nobody understands that reference except the two of you guys, though.
Yep.
And J-Gigs, he's still here.
Yeah, if J-Gig's still here, he'll get it.
Night Wolves, you have your orders.
Oh no.
Remove the Zergs.
Kerrigan, hurry up!
Kerrigan! Run. Oh yeah, this is the one part that you need Kerrigan for, because God, these units do a lot of damage.
Okay, you guys, I need you back over here. Kerrigan, don't die on me. Thank you.
Retribution. Mineral field.
Don't let the sun go down on her.
It's like, no.
We just lost 10 viewers. I blame you.
That's reasonable.
Matt just gained 1 viewer.
Yeah, they're moving over. They're hoping the audio doesn't come in on his side. Not
Tommy!
the senator. The senator from Vermont, chat. You got a legend here.
Mutalis, come save the day, please.
Do it. Kill him.
He goes by his nickname, Tommy Take the Shot.
You can't call it a nickname if you're the only one that calls him that.
It's gonna be a nickname. People are gonna start calling.
You're like,
that.
yo guys, I got a nickname. It's T-Bone. Who calls you that? Me.
No, I call Tommy that, so it's somebody else is calling it.
Tommy says, fight the power, bro.
I'm gonna start streaming now that I've got an HD 60s Plus. I'm gonna start streaming Warzone, and I'm gonna get people to start calling Tommy by his new nickname, Tommy Take the Shot.
Take the shot, Tommy.
Tommy Take the Shot.
Tommy.
He's gonna be sitting there in the corner shooting you.
Take the shot, Rock. Yeah, take the shot.
Tommy,
the honorable senator from Vermont to you, sir.
Yes. Tommy and I have come to an understanding. We're both not amazing at Warzone, but we have a good time.
Talking about Tommy rips it. He's always gotten like 8 kills, 7 kills.
I mean, maybe.
Because he doesn't listen to the team doesn't mean he's a bad player.
Just let me wallow in my incompetency.
You can, just don't bring Tommy down with you. Wallow by yourself.
Oh, it's so nice.
Look at that ult. What you get when you're sleep deprived.
Wait, why is
wrong.
this?
It's too hard to be nice. Tommy doesn't fight. Yeah.
Let's go.
He's getting antsy, man. We've been dropped in the zone, man. He needs his fix.
Yeah. They're dropping that new map, the 16th.
Snap. It'd be great if they could fix their own other games so I could actually play it.
I hope me not getting that one bonus objective messes things too much.
No. Kerrigan's taking down that door.
Yeah, but he missed the bonus objective.
It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we have our last evolution mission, and unfortunately, because of the last 2 missions, the way we do it, we won't be using any Ultralisks.
Aww. GoldenEye coming up, that's right. Little twist on it, but it is the GoldenEye that you know and love and remember.
Just with Mario characters reskinned over everything.
That was the twist, bro. I already said it. God.
Did you? I don't think you mentioned the Mario part
said
of
it.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I just said, yeah, it's the game that you know and love, but with a twist on it, and you said, yeah. Fine, whatever. Let's get this party started. Dude, this party's been hopping since 8 a.m. on Friday, bro.
Yeah, it has.
Toxic compound released. Great potential. Bonding to
It's in the description of up next.
Spoiler alert, man.
Right
Yeah,
there, buddy.
you ruined it.
It's in the schedule.
I want to know who would, like, if you didn't put it there, like, who would be like, yeah, GoldenEye, and then they see, like, the Mario skin on it and be like, nah, not my GoldenEye.
What have you done?
I'm out.
And I just want to take a moment to remind everybody that we are doing this for charity. This 40, probably 50 plus hours at this point, raising money for To Write Love on Our Arms. They are a non-profit movement dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. They exist to encourage, inform, inspire, and also to invest directly into treatment and recovery. This year is obviously more important than any other, given everything that's going on in the world. For these resources available for those in needs. I know I've been a lot with anxiety, depression, suicide, all that. I've been there, I've done that. I still struggle with it on a day-to-day basis. And resources like this really do make all the difference, which is why I'm glad to be able to be raising this much money for such a good cause year over year. So thank you everybody who's donated thus far. Thank you everybody who's run. Thank you everybody who's watched. We couldn't do this without you. We still have probably about another 2 hours left in the marathon. So get those donations in and help out a good cause if you're able to. Thank you so much.
I am extremely ahead of schedule, by the way.
Okay, so less than 2 hours left.
That's the best news I've heard in my entire life.
That means I'm gonna get to sleep.
That means, yeah, I'm gonna speedrun sleep.
Sleep.
No, you don't want to speedrun sleep.
No, speed 100.
Speedrun getting to sleep.
Yeah, I want speedrun going to sleep.
100%
How do you do that? Is that like the 6 shots down and you're just done? That's how are you making that happen?
No, I don't want to even think about alcohol, man.
Yeah, we had a rough
one with it. Fine. God.
Oh, me want to think about it.
Yeah, no, just bad memories.
No, there's no memories. That's the problem.
Lack of memories. That's a lot of Ultralisks.
Yep.
I should probably do it. Matt, how much longer do you think you have if you had to estimate if everything goes like according to plan?
According to plan, 10 minutes.
Oh, all right.
Wow, you are.
Maybe I should.
Is this gonna be like an insanely?
This is on PB pace with evolution missions.
How big of a PB pace?
with your incentive, it's still a PB. You did a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah, he's on PB
Matt
pace
is balling out then.
with the fact that he's had to do extra stuff. On top of that, also have several setbacks.
Yeah.
It's like meta going on PB pace, visiting Batoon 8 times.
I almost forgot to switch out abilities.
I'm starting a new category, PGA. It's called Check on Batoon a Second Time %.
Yeah.
Just to make sure he's still dead.
Okay, Noah, if you want to take over for the rest of the run.
Where are we now?
Peekaboo.
I'm trying to. Oh, we're doing the peekaboo stuff, but okay, so yeah, peekaboo. Peekaboo, which starts with the mission Death from Above. Yeah. So, in this strat, he's gonna be Russian.
He's gonna be Russian? Sweet.
Yeah, he's gonna be Russian. No, that was the last mission.
That's Stukov's missions.
Or Stukov. That was the Russian mission.
He did go pretty fast.
So he just took Dahaka to destroy that. Now, he's literally just gonna take Kerrigan and rush across the map. He will try to avoid. He's gonna be avoiding a lot of the units from this point out, and using the burrow tactics to get underneath and de-aggro all the enemies.
Come on, little science vessel. There you are.
And he's gonna be waiting for the science vessels to just take it out because they can.
I forgot I have cooldowns. Abort.
Oh no! And real quick, I do want to point out we have reached a milestone as a marathon. I did a Google search of Dog Pound Expo, and we made it all the way to number 3 on the results. Number 4 is our 2019 promo video, and number 6 is some of the posts that I've had this year in Reddit.
How many Dog Pound Expos are there? It's a bunch of people that love the Cleveland Browns.
We're the only one named the Dog Pound Expo, but that combination of words pulls up a lot of other results. But I'd say even as
make sure you have Dave's shirt, John.
Yeah, like 3 months ago, if I typed that into Google, nothing related to us came up, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's just kind of popping in and out of the ground and just hitting the
Peekaboo day 1.
Yep. And there we go. That's the end of that mission. And legitimately, this strat is going to be used yet again in the next mission.
Let's just double check one last time to make sure. No evolution missions. Let's go.
Yeah, so Reckoning, yet again, it is a...
I will let you know when time is.
Get the brownies, man. Yeah, Meta, get on this clock.
I have the clock.
Matt's gonna be 5 seconds away from saying time, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, press the number pad. Sorry, reset it."
Yes. He's gonna take Kerrigan across the map. Several points he'll need to dive because there are enemies who are significantly more.
Thanks, Jim, baby. Thanks for the energy.
To be fair, we had less timer mishaps this year than last year.
That is true.
Run, bro. Yeah, you think it'd be like less in person? Though.
So right there, he just wait for those enemies to get past and then dive down.
Well, what's nice is this year we never forgot to start the timer, which we forgot frequently last year.
We forgot once.
Yeah. Once. Okay, once. We only forgot once to start the timer. We forgot frequently last year. Most of it was that I didn't have a dedicated device to split with.
Yeah. Here, Matt is now at his spot that he needs to be, and he's just going to keep popping out and hitting that wall.
10 times.
Hitting the wall 10 times. And if on several of the siege cannons, he dashed next to them because it deactivates them and reduces the damage he has to take.
I feel like this is not the intended way to complete this mission.
This entire mission, you should, in the original form, be going through the map with a massive amount of units, destroying everything in your path.
Alongside with him. Why did I unburrow?
But obviously, in this situation, it's just he's
burrow, heal, attack, burrow.
Yeah. I mean, in speedrun strats, you do a lot of things that are usually the game is not intended to do that way.
What am I at? 8?
I'm not sure if you're at 8 or no. It looks like you. Yeah, you were.
Oh, hi, Odin. How you doing?
Odin showed up right at the very end.
Odin, hi, and time.
Now go beat up Odin.
2:53:13:86.
That is a PB.
That's ridiculous that you did the incentive and stole PB.
So if you took that incentive out, what do you think you would have had?
I put 30 minutes because I wasn't sure how long those would have took. Probably take out 10 minutes. But, yeah, who cares?
That's good. That's still amazing. So, congratulations.
Yeah, because...
Coming up next is PGA Mexican running GoldenEye 007, a Mario reskin hack for the final run of DPX 2020. Stick around to close it out with us. We'll be back here. How long you think your setup's going to be?
I'm pretty much set up, so hopefully
5
2
minutes?
minutes.
5 minutes, something
well,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah, it would be less than that, but you can say that, but
Yeah.
believe me, I want to go to sleep. So this is going to be the fastest speedrun anyone's ever seen in my life.
He's going to PB this right now.
I'm going to PB setting it up, and then I'm going to PB, and then I'm going to PB going to sleep.
He's actually going to fall asleep halfway through the run and complete the rest of it by sleep running.
Yes. That's gonna be the new thing. I'm just gonna start sleep running.
He's gonna he's gonna be like switching. He's gonna be changing in the middle of the run just to get ready to go to bed. He's brushing his teeth while running.
Exactly, guys.
All of a sudden, we hear the shower start running. You just put the screen. You just put a laptop in with you. You got a controller, and you're
No, that's OnlyFans. Come on.